Hello, true art believers, and welcome to tonight's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. You are watching day 396 of 400 days of drawing, and we're gonna be doing some quick old gesture drawings. That's what we're gonna be doing today, and hopefully they turn out. I got my fingers crossed, but we'll see. Anyways, let's begin, shall we? All right, so let's do a few things. Make sure my brushes are in order. Make sure I got the right brush selected. Been using this scritchy scratchy brush for a while now. Kind of like it, so we're gonna keep using it. It's kind of like a pencil. So that's one of the reasons why I've been using it lately. And let's see here. All right, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn my touch properties off. Touch properties, I don't want them on because enable touch input. Touch is off. Alrighty then. Now, can you save that, or you just have to exit? All right. So let's go back and check. Touch is off. Good. I want to touch off because every time I put my hand on the tablet, there, it's like things are like occurring, like it's pop-ups are happening because it's thinking that I'm doing some sort of like specific action. So let's start today. We're gonna start off with some 1 minute gesture drawings, and we're gonna graduate from there to like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know. I might just do a couple 3 minute ones after that. Why not? And begin. Here we go. Boom, boom. There we go. Jeez. Having issues already. Things locking up on me. All right. Let's start. So I don't know how I want to kind of do this figure today. I've been kind of, I don't know. I've been having a existential funk on how I want to pursue drawing my figures, and I've been just trying to think of ways that I feel will work better, but I don't know. I kind of started really large on this one, and right now this is my first drawing, so I just want to kind of get warmed up in the essence of drawing. You just want to kind of warm up, right? Just want to warm up a little bit and see where it takes you. Like this, kind of do something like this, and all right. Do 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 do. Just doing some figure drawing here. This person's got an elbow. She's got an elbow. And we got to get this person a neck and a head. It's doing a little necky head thing, and then torso's turning like this. Oh my gosh, I totally messed this one up. The bottom part is nice. I just totally didn't give her a torso. Like, she doesn't have a torso at all. Like, I need to like stretch this out. But the bottom part was starting to turn out really well. I was really pleased with that. So I think I'm going to correct. We're going to do like block forms real quick to kind of express the torso. Now let's go ahead. And I'm kind of lucked out here because this is like the same model, and she's doing kind of like the same type of pose. All right, kind of give her some knees there, and then kind of give her a foot like this, and then she's got her foot kind of doing foot things, and then her torso like that. Give her arms. Her arms are kind of come out right here. They're really far out, actually. I'm not going to get to them, actually. Kind of give her hair right here, her arms. Anyways, that one's going to turn out pretty good too. I was really quite excited about that. Let's go like right here and then right here. And then they're going to give her like this angles. We're just doing some rough little angles here to kind of express form or action or give an idea of where the legs are going, etc., etc. Maybe something for the arm. And we're just going to go from there, see if we can get the torso in, like a block shape for the torso, a block like shape for the, not really a blocky shape, for the legs here. We're going to give like a cylinder shape for the legs, another cylinder shape for the back leg here. And now we're going to kind of add like these forms here. We're just going to have something like that, and then so forth. Not a lot of time. Yep. But that was starting to form out pretty good. Yeah. All right. Let's do another. Establish the top, establish the bottom, um, get a shape, a kind of like a shape, like a line that kind of expresses the angles of the figure here, and then some sort of boxy form, maybe to express the hips or the butt and the hip, and then a torso here, like that, and give maybe a she's going to come off the paper here, and then do like a little shape thing for the whatever. Give her some arms, or give her the angle of her arms right here. The angle of her legs are going to be kind of like she's doing, like it's going to be something like this. And then her hands, those are supposed to be hands there, by the way. I just didn't get them in there. All righty then. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do some. That was kind of stupid. All right. Let's top of the figure here, the bottom of the figure right here, and then let's kind of just do like we're gonna do a little bit different thing here. We're gonna kind of bundle up like a form for the her torso, and then we're just gonna kind of make a line. We're gonna make some weird shapes here and see how if this changes the outcome a little bit. Probably won't, but I'm just trying to see what is some strategies that might be a way of pursuing the figure differently in the future, you know. And let's see the box here, the torso, kind of like this, and then we were just about to get started too. Alrighty then. Now we got to do a curve form to express the curve of her back, and then we're going to do a curve form here to kind of follow that back feeling right there, and that's supposed to be kind of like the back of the ribs, and then we're going to do like a kind of a curvy paper that's supposed to kind of indicate the hips there. Her legs kind of go like right here. Her torso is like this, and then her arm is coming out right here, and her back, and then the nape of her neck, her head is right here. And then now you just kind of, we got to fill in the blanks. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of time to fill in the blanks, but that would have been a good start. That was a good start. This is a figure that I don't have enough time for. Let's see here. I do not have enough time. This is the height. Maybe this is the bottom. I don't know. I'm trying to. So she's like wearing a like wings, I guess. I can't tell. Anyway, she's wearing like wings, and it's difficult. And her head's like right here. Our torso, doing a little torso things, and here we go. Yay! This is not going to turn out. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm not going to get this drawing done. What am I gonna do? I don't know. What are you gonna do? I don't know either. And then and here we go. Like what I'm doing right now is, if you see me doing these curves, I'm just trying to express the like angle of the figure here. So like this is like the torso, right? And this is supposed to be like the angle of the shoulder blades, like the clavicle, right? And that's all I'm trying to do at this moment, is kind of express the form. And yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. When you see me do stuff like that, I'm just kind of I'm trying to address these the shape a little bit and the angle a little bit. All right. So unfortunately, I don't have enough time. I'm not getting enough time to really render these. Um, I kind of talked a little too long on that one. All right, so here we go. Now I'm going to do another gestural angle for this. Going to get this quick little angle to kind of show the angle of her arm and her torso, and then another angle to kind of express the legs pivoting, and then we're going to do another angle to express like the hips, I guess. So we're going to kind of add this in. Right here. Her leg is it's basically foreshortened, really. So it's really kind of foreshortened. And then there's this her she's not fat. I'm expressing that a little bit more. This would have been a great I always get this photo often, and it's a really good uh draw like figure to work with. I just every time I never have enough time to work on it. It's just too it's a complex figure, and I need more time to work on it. Do I want to do I think I want to go 180. I think I want to do like a few. I think I just want to do 3-minute gesture drawings now. I want to go to 2 minutes, from 1 minute to 2 minute, 3 minutes. I mean, that way I can get more in. And I really don't feel that I can get when I do like 5-minute drawings. I'm still relatively slow, so maybe I can do. I feel that I can probably get about the same amount of work done in 3 minutes that I would that as I would for a 5-minute drawing. So we're gonna move the 3-minute drawings, 3-minute figure drawings for this session. So I'm gonna set it for 10, but I'm not gonna get 10. Oh my gosh, this one's difficult. Why you give me so difficult? All right, I'm working on it. There we go. So let's see here. It's not. It's kind of it's a challenging one. So what I'm doing is just making like lines here, uh, to show like the angle of limbs, I guess, at this point. And her arm goes off the frame there. And yeah, it's a challenging one. I don't think I'm gonna get this one done. And like, where do I want to start? I'm just trying to figure out what her torso is doing. It's hard to understand, see what her torso is doing because it's kind of pivoted. What's happening is her torso is bending backwards, but her hips are kind of flaring. She's flaring her hips forward a little bit. Um, and so that makes it kind of awkward. Um, yeah. So let's go ahead and give her arm some beef, like some like mass to it as a cylinder, and then give her forearm some mass to it as a cylinder. And she doesn't have like a lot of muscle definition, so her bicep, she just got really long arms, so her biceps and forearms are like the same size. Not exactly, but they're close. And this leg is probably more like this. And you can see the top of her knee. And then this leg that I have right here, it's probably tucked in more, and it's kind of bunched up with her whatever, with her boot that she has, and blah blah blah. Let's go ahead and give her a head. Yeah, as I said, I don't think I'm going to get much done in these 3 minutes. This is kind of a complex figure for me. There's a she's squatting, but there's a lot more going on, and I don't draw this type of figure. I haven't had a lot of like experience drawing, meaning I haven't had like a lot of experience with this kind of dynamic pose where they're kind of crouching, and there's a lot of like it's just a awkward pose to do in 3 minutes. And I started out rather large with the scale, and it is what it is. You kind of have to deal with it and learn from it, your experience. And I also kind of made her a little bit thicker, like if that makes any sense. All right. Well, this photo I don't want it. I'm gonna skip this one. Actually, no, we'll just do it. This is not a photo I want to draw for 3 minutes. Um, it's a back photo. It really is a back photo. It's literally a back photo, and you can't even see her head. Her it's it's bad. She looks like she's trying to do her best impression of a zombie. Anyways, I don't think this is a good photo to work with. Actually, it could be if you're kind of trying to. I don't know. Kind of get this leg in here. What's interesting, what you'll see with my figure drawing is you're not going to see me like try to exaggerate the forms uh, in the fashion that you see like other artists. You'll see like other artists will like comic eyes, like make the figure more like a comic character, where everything's more defined. The figure looks sexier, I guess. Um, I'm not going to do that unless the figure is sexy, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to hypersexualize the figure unless the image itself, like the figure of the photo that I'm working with, is actually in that manner. So it's kind of like its own little. It's got like its own. It's kind of a bad. So what I've done wrong is these legs need to be closer together, um, a lot closer, and I don't have time to fix that. So what I got to do is I have to nerf it. I have to kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. I have to kind of make it feel like they're fitting together. Anyways. And then it's basically, I'm not lying. She's like hunched over. You don't see her arm. You don't see her face. You just see this armpit and this arm just kind of draping down. It's the worst photo. It's the worst figure. Like, actually, no, it'd probably be a fun drawing to like really, if you had a lot of time, because it's one of those figure like photos or sources that you have to really spend time. You would have to spend a lot of like time working on. I think it's one of those photos that if you spend like 30 minutes on, it could be a really nice photo. But when you have a figure like that, it's not. So this one's nice. Let's see here. Let's get the angle here. Get this angle like that. Get the angle of the butt kind of sweeping down. The knee, the leg, which is actually, it's kind of in perspective foreshortened. The other leg is moving up to the side here like this. And then this leg is like this. and it's tilted. The foot is tilted. I need to shrink it because I started the scale too big, and then move it up. Again, move this right here and press B. And let's get this leg in there, in the frame like that. Do a little bit of a cylinder type thing. Her foot is, I'm tucking her foot in just so I can keep it in the frame. And then her arm, I have a lot of time. I'm doing pretty good. Let's see. Her arm is like here, and then this leg is like this. And then the torso is like that, and shoulder, and the arm kind of goes right here like this, and then the other arm kind of swoops down like this a little bit, and then her arm, torso, something like that. I still have a lot of time, so I say that now, and then all of a sudden, like 3 minutes, it's like 3 minutes, and I'm like, oh no, I didn't get it done. Why didn't I do it? I thought I had so much time to work on you, and I really didn't. There we go. And let's do this shape here for the hand. Let's kind of get this general hand here. There you go. The arm here. Let's get this arm tucked in. I'm really not this good. I'm really not that good, man. I'm just decent enough. I'm like decent enough to draw these things, but I'm not like phenomenal. I like, I don't know, something like that. Let's kind of get like a shape for the head at least. Yeah, and her hair kind of like bunches out right there. It bunches out, and they got her hand right here or something like that. I don't know. That would have been a good drawing if I was able to get it. And this is the figure that I was working on earlier. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it quicker. I'm going to do the same thing before. I'm going to do that sweep. And then I'm going to do another sweep for the hip. And then I'm going to do a sweep for the other hip. And then we'll do a sweep for the other side of the hip. And a sweep for the leg here. And we're going to kind of make a line. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Just kind of working at it. I'm working on it. Give me a break. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I want to move this down here, and then yeah, move it like this. Press B. Let's see. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right, so we're just gonna kind of move the figure around. I set it up wrong. Let's see. Kind of add this here. Cylinder. She got this hip here, kind of doing hippie things. This leg extends out right here. This torso is rather straight. Her torso right here is not so much. I actually think I made that a little wide. Took that in, and what makes this weird is that there's a shoulder blade that's jutting out. You know, it's jutting out, and it's making it kind of weird to draw. And of course, I didn't spend enough time setting up the figure, so we're not going to get it done. But it's a little bit quicker. I got a little bit more done, I think. I don't know. I need to keep drawing. I need to keep practicing this. One day I'll get it. One day they'll, like 500 drawings later, I'll be like, success. I was able to do this drawing or this figure. You know, success. Move the legs out right here. Her arm kind of comes off the frame here. Her neck is her neck is kind of doing something like this. She's tilting her neck here. It's really awkward, actually. Yeah, it's really awkward. Anyways, I tried. And this one, let's start out with, I don't know. I'm kind of slowing down here. I don't know. I think I'm going to do two more and call it a day. I'm slowing down, which means I'm running like it's not just because it's getting late, but it's also because I'm uh I'm fatigued. I'm getting fatigued, and the slowdown is a symptom of being tired, and that symptom is also expressing itself in like slower drawing reflexes. So like I'm not able to make the decisions that I need uh, to really execute some of these drawings now because I'm just kind of like here doing kind of move this leg down here and then move this leg like that. And then there's this arm. The arm actually needs to be lower, but I don't have time to fix that. I do like some shadow here. Probably could just do like a bunch of shadow, to be honest with you. Something like that. And then get this arm right here, have the hand, do a hand thing right here. I'm bunching up those fingers together. Uh, foot, no, the toes, kind of ankle, just kind of putting that right there. Probably could make something like this to kind of express shadow. Maybe express shadow right here real quick. I'm not going to get anything else done. Actually, I actually got quite a bit more time. Oh my gosh. I'm doing pretty well. Now I can't see what's happening. I think you can actually see her back, but there's so much hair, right, that it's kind of difficult. And we're going to put a head here that's kind of tilted, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't look right, but that's okay. I think technically her head needs to be higher. Yeah, I struggle with these type of drawings. It gets kind of difficult. I'm going to move this to the side here and press B. And then we're going to, as I said, her hair is like, she's got like Medusa hair. It's hard to draw the figure and know where objects are when the person that you're drawing has hair that's like covering a third of the body, you know? So like literally her top of her head, top of this body area is like covered in hair. And like you just see like curves and stuff. Anyways, that started out okay, but I lost it. And I think this is going to be my last one. It's not going to be my best one because I don't really like the figure. It's kind of an interesting one though. There's like she's stretching out. It's one of those these figures that have like these they have like these very static poses. They're like really straightforward. Or in my opinion, they're one of the more difficult like things for me to do. I struggle the most with these just simplified like figures, like these straightforward figures, because the angles, part of what makes it easy to do some of the figure drawing is the figure being in a dramatic pose where everything is hyper exaggerated, and that hyper exaggeration allows you to um, contort the figure in a fashion that helps you make a more realistic representation of that figure. It really does. If it's a very simplified figure like this where there's not a lot happening, it can be very, very hard to do because um, it's hard to do. I can't explain it other than the there is not a lot of visual cues to kind of work with when you're working with a figure that is simplified and doesn't have a lot of like uh, angles to kind of push the drawing in a direction that you are more accustomed to. So she's like standing on her tippy toes, and her legs are pretty much the same equidistant from each other. And then her torso is kind of up like this. She's got like something like this. Um, Shoulders kind of up like that, and then her arm kind of like hyperextends a little bit, which is weird, which makes the drawing even more difficult to draw. And then technically, a lot of stuff's kind of like in this cast shadow, or I'm trying to put it there. But anyways, like that, then. And that is it for the day. Um, that is it. I have to call it. It's 32 minutes in. Pretty productive. I actually had some nice work here. Not the best, but I had some nice work. Like I don't know. Like what was this one? This one was turned out okay. There's some nice figures that this one was okay. I liked how this one was started. Um that one surprisingly, once I've looked at back at it, surprisingly I'm not dissatisfied with it. This one, not dissatisfied. You know, a lot of these right, a lot of these some of the 1 minute ones actually turned out pretty well. Or were starting to turn out well. Like I can see where I was going with it. Like that was going to go pretty well. That one, I like that one. Yeah, a lot of these were quite promising, you know. But yeah, I think there's some growth here. I'm happy with it. Although this last one, this always happens. The last figure is usually like the worst out of the bunch. Anyways, that is it for the day. I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I appreciate each and every one of you that stops by. And have a wonderful night. All right? I really do want you to have a great night. Get some sleep, by the way. If it's late at night right now, go ahead and just go to bed, you know, and wake up refreshed, totally ready to crush it. All right? Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.